My dead ex-boyfriend has been stalking me. Turns out, he wasn't dead at all. I think. Reject someone you knew and loved. More dangerous than rejecting a stranger. Edward and I dated for 6 months. He was an outstanding person in many ways, but he soon revealed his vile side. Then our relationship started to deteriorate. Under the prompt of countless red flags, I broke up with him, but he couldn't take it. He began his crazy pursuit again. This terrible person, hiding his evil purpose for months. His revenge was savage. He made threatening posts on social media. Candid take my photo. Via email. Send my family events calendar. Even a restraining order didn't stop him. However, after months of fear, terrible stalking finally had a painful ending. Last December, Edward drove his car off the cliff, but his body was never found. In fact, Edward is not his real name. I don't know why his identity is protected, because he did so many terrible things to me. But I'm still afraid of him. But even if death didn't stop his heinous pursuit, if he hadn't hit me in the face one night, I can live with his many flaws. Insulting me is the bottom line. Edward apologized repeatedly, but the longer I ignored him, the more violent he is. He died last month. I thought everything would come to a standstill, but it did stop for a few weeks. But then terrible things started happening. Zhao Na sunset is so beautiful. This is his Instagram feed to me. Comments on the most recent photo. And my friends were texting me. Asked me if Edward's account had been hacked. That's a stupid question. That man is dead. This must be someone's evil. Trauma? But I've blocked Edward's account before. Because this whole experience has been very painful for me, I contacted Instagram. They apologized to me, suspended his account, and I thought that was the end of it. However, the comments remain. It doesn't just happen on Instagram. I have it on every social account. I believe someone is torturing me on purpose. Maybe one of Edward's relatives. He thinks I killed Edward. I called the police. The police promised a thorough investigation. I was a bit shocked. But the real horror has only just begun. Internet harassment stirred up some of my past traumas and fears. But I feel like I've recovered, because no one scares me more than Edward. And Edward is dead. I thought it was just some malicious bastard. Dry prank. And what happened a week ago? It scares me like never before. So one night, I lay in bed. The spelling sound from the laptop. You startled me. It's open on my desk. Less than a note from the end of my bed. I didn't leave him on. I also didn't open Facebook on my browser. Now, who uses Facebook? The screen is scrolling automatically. Someone hacked my computer. That was the first idea. The mysterious hacker is looking at Edward's profile. It stopped rolling. I found myself staring at a picture of Edward, an old photo of me at a party. That was when we first started dating. We looked happy. I see. Ryan. I murmured. Thought Edward's brother was behind it. Then something terrible happened. The photo moved. More specifically, Edward moved. I'm like in this picture. People and things alike. It stays still. But Edward suddenly break free, walk towards the photographer. He takes up every inch of the full screen photo. My dead boyfriend, staring at the laptop screen. Stare at me. What the hell is this? I was so scared I couldn't breathe. Okay, Zhao Na. Words of love. And I turned around and I screamed. My psychotic ex-boyfriend who came back from the dead, standing in front of my bedroom. I didn't have time to figure out what happened. The lights are off. That dark figure, walking towards me unsteadily. I fell off the chair. Screaming, Edward started hitting me hard. When he put his hands around my neck, as I struggled to scream, he was vicious for a sin. Smile at me in a humane way. In a bedroom without light, I could barely make out what he looked like. But the moonlight reflects his face, enough to give me nightmares at night. You really? Did you think I was talking to you from the grave? He whispered. I see. When I tell you about the wonders of artificial intelligence, you never listen to me. Are you really going to kill yourself because of me? You should have died for me. I don't do anything. Watching you find someone who is not as good as me. Man, your road ends here. My vision is getting blurry. Then drape it down on the carpet. What's there? One of my crab high heels. Edward forbade me to wear those shoes. He threw it on the floor in anger. He has decided his own destiny. I grabbed the weapon, exhaust the last bit of strength, back towards the neck of my attacker. He was screaming in pain. Sharp tools plunged into his skin, into the bloody dynamic he caused. I threw my abusive ex-boyfriend to the ground, covering the wound and howling. I took the opportunity to rush out of the bedroom, escaped the apartment. The past few days, I've been living in my car. Now I'm in an internet cafe. There are a lot of people around. I think Ed Hua probably won't find me in public. I need help now. I didn't know where to go, what to do. I often have nightmares about Edward. He could be waiting on any street corner. He lives in every corner of my mind. He is everywhere.